Hello, everybody. I wanted to welcome you to today's webinar. Really excited to see everybody here today, and we're ready to get started. So hope you guys have your water nearby, maybe a tea or a coffee, and let's get started right now. So if you can, in the chat there, just drop in where you're coming from, whether you're in Alberta here or in Ontario or coming to us from another part of Canada. Would love to know where everybody is joining in from. And also throughout my presentation, while I'm going through the slides, if anybody has any questions, feel free to just drop it into the chat and I'll address it at the end. If it's something that's relevant to the slide that I'm on, I'll take a look and I'll address it then as well. Otherwise, what we'll do is we'll address all your questions that you have right at the very end at the Q&A time. Thank you so much. And in respect for everybody's time, I think we can get started right away. So today's topic, what we're going to discuss is how to do print marketing on a small budget. Now, there's a lot of businesses right now that, as a result of COVID and the coronavirus, are suffering a little bit. They're having a hard time making ends meet. Some have the uncertainty of even being open, whether or not they're going to continue to stay open in their business. I know a lot of restaurants and in the hospitality industry, they've been affected quite a bit. And so what we want to do is we want to help you by understanding what your options are when it comes to print marketing, the process, and we have something really exciting that we've put together in terms of a platform that will help you to do your print marketing that's going to be very cost effective and also give you a greater degree of flexibility than you had before. So a little bit about me. My name is Amin Ahmed, as you know, and I am an engineer, a web developer, a marketer, a father. The picture that you see there at the bottom right, that's actually a picture of me and my kids and my wife, and that was at the University of Alberta, the school that I went to. And it was really exciting because right now during COVID, we're trying to stay responsibly socially distant. And so we had a little picnic, ordered some pizza, and just sat on the lawn out there at the university and just enjoyed that. It was a beautiful time. My background is in electrical engineering, and I'm currently working with the KTS advertising team, and they're the ones that all of us together have put together this webinar for WebToMail. And I'll get into a little bit more detail about what exactly WebToMail is and how it fits into the KTS offerings. So WebToMail is a part of the KTS advertising group, and we're based here in Edmonton, Alberta. We're a marketing agency, and we focus on direct mail campaigns, which includes digital, includes print, publications, personalized mail as well. That's where you have the addresses right on the mail package, and neighborhood mail, which is what we're going to be talking about today. And to help small businesses connect with their neighbors, without needing a design team, without needing a marketing team, we put together a platform called WebToMail. And I'll show you some screenshots of what WebToMail is, but essentially it's a system that allows you to pick a design for your postcard, customize the content, and send it to print within minutes. Within days, you can have your postcards and your flyers reaching mailboxes. It's revolutionary. It's really exciting how we've put this together for you guys, and I hope you guys will feel the excitement about how easy it's going to be to do print campaigns. One of the questions that I get asked often is print dead? I hear that all the time. Print is dead, print is dead. And I want to say it's not. There's a lot of businesses doing print, and they're doing it really well. Of course, in any industry, there's going to be some of those that aren't doing it as well as they can, or maybe they're just doing a set it and forget it approach to print. But if you do it correctly, you can really get some big gains from it. So here are some stats directly from Canada Post, where you can see that 43% ordered a product online, 64% visited a website, and 54% engaged in social media after having received something in the mail, physical. There's a company called Green Acres Landscaping, and this is a really interesting case study that Canada Post put together. And what it shows is that they were able to get a 600% return on investment on their print mail campaign. And they sent out thousands of print mail print flyers and postcards, as you see there, the flyers. And they were able to get 500 responses, of which 240 became new clients. I believe this doubled their business for that season, which is amazing. And all of this took place. Their 3 mail drops took place over 3 weeks. So every week they sent out another round of flyers. Really exciting. Now, print is also something that's traditionally known as a low-tech method of getting your message out there. It's low tech marketing. But what's really exciting is that Canada Post has resources, and these resources are available to their partners like us, where they show that using predictive eye tracking technology, they were actually able to increase their conversions on these print campaigns. So you can see here in this picture, you've got the pizza, and what happens is that the eyes will naturally start at the big writing, go to the smaller writing, and then over to the picture. And you can see that heat map on the far right there, and that shows exactly where your eyes go. So really interesting to see how technology has helped take print to the next level. In the past, the way that print advertising used to work is that you would have to think about your design first. So you would have to have a logo, maybe have some branding around your postcards and thinking about how you want to set that up. Then you would need to work with the printers to think about the type of paper that you have and the different styles of printing. Some are cheaper, some are more expensive. Then you'd need to think about your Canada Post requirements, the routing. So where are the print flyers or the postcards going to be delivered, to which routes? Then there's also the preparation and scheduling, and you can see there's just lots of steps here. What we've done is we've tried to take all of these steps, combine them to a certain point, and just make it a lot easier for businesses. So you can see here with our WebToMail method, the way that we do it is that you come to the website, webtomail.ca, and you would select a design from the inspiration gallery. Now, the designs that we've selected for the inspiration gallery were professionally designed by our graphic designer. They're built with marketing in mind. They're really eye-catching, but they're really simple. Once you've got a design that you want to start with, then you can customize it by changing the colors, the text, adding your own images. Then all you have to do is select your target location and you're done. And once we receive your request and we receive your order, then we will start processing that and doing all of the heavy lifting in the back end. So it avoids any of the confusion. It eliminates any of the guesswork. And that's often one of the things that we hear from our clients and our other small businesses around us, is that it can be really confusing. There's a lot of steps involved. There's a lot of things. So we take all that guesswork out for you. Here's a sample of what our inspiration gallery looks like. So you can see here we've got some for the pharmacy industry, you've got some for the beauty and health and wellness, and then you've got some for restaurants as well. And once you get to it, you'll be able to see there's quite a bit more. Now, imagine you came here and you said, okay, I really like this one. I run a restaurant, I sell pizza at my restaurant, and now I want to customize it. So what you can do is, you can see here on this screen, is you can pick any of the text or images, and then we've connected our platform with a service called Unsplash. And Unsplash is a really cool website where you can find really high quality stock photography. So you're not paying a photographer to come out and take these pictures for you. You don't have to pay royalties on these pictures because they're all royalty free. You also don't have to give any attribution to the photographer. So Unsplash is a really cool site. We've integrated it into WebToMail for you. When you select any of the pictures on our pre-designed templates, you can then click on the Unsplash and find a design, find a photo that you like. You can also have the option of uploading your own. And the cool thing is that if you upload your own pictures, it gets stored in your own personal library within the WebToMail platform. Once you're happy with your design and the content and all the pricing that you've put on your postcard, then what you can do is you can select your target address and select whether or not this is going to residents or businesses in your neighborhood, or both. And that's the level of complexity, and we've kept it super simple, and that's all you have to do. Now, of course, once you submit your order, we will get it. We will take a look at it. Our graphic designer will go through and make sure that everything lines up and it looks great. And if any things need to be changed or tweaked, then we would reach out to you and say, hey, there's a few things that we need to fix. Is this okay before we proceed? So there's a few reasons why working with a Canada Post partner, which we are, makes a lot of sense. We're experts in the Canada Post system. There's a tool called Precision Targeter, which is available to small businesses, but it can be really confusing. It can be really tedious, and it changes all the time. So we've been working with this for a very long time. We understand the system. You don't have to become an expert in it to use it, because we can do all that for you. You also don't have to have a Canada Post account which is a myth that some people think, well, I can't send it out without a Canada Post account. We, KTS, will do this for you on your behalf. And that also means that we represent you as a client. If there's any issues with delivery, or if there's any mistakes or something happens on Canada Post end, we will take care of that, and you wouldn't have to contact Canada Post directly unless it was necessary. And WebToMail will also be an end-to-end platform, or it is an end-to-end platform. So once you submit your design, then the print, the preparation, the delivery to Canada Post all happens. You don't have to take care of any of that. And lastly, something really exciting and really important, and if you're watching this webinar after August of 2020, it may not be available, but our partner promos. And right now, until the end of August, Canada Post has a small business promotion through partners like us where they will pay for your postage for 6,000 postcards. And that's super exciting. I mean, think about that's probably worth about $1,000. And if you go for 6,000 postcards and you're saving $1,000, that goes a really long way. Here are the different areas that WebToMail serves. Now, keep in mind, this can work for any business, any small business that serves their local community. And we work with businesses in the food and dining. So it could be a restaurant that's promoting their drive-through or curbside or dine-in. It could be caterers. And you could even get creative, and it could be a food truck that happens to frequent an area often, and they just want to let people know that, hey, this is the days and times that we're going to be in your neighborhood. Food trucks are becoming really, really popular, and I think this would be an excellent opportunity if you run a food truck business. Accountants and bookkeepers, anybody that's in the bean counting space, they could really take advantage of this as well. And there's businesses that are doing accounting services, and they promote digital taxes where you can scan your documents, or you can send electronic receipts and have that taken care for you. The health and wellness space is a really, really great candidate for using WebToMail. Services like massage therapy or physio, even organic grocery stores, pharmacies and medical offices, of course, would work as well. And lastly, but definitely not least, are beauty and grooming, so salons and spas and studios like that. So again, anyone that serves a local community can take advantage of this. Now, some of the benefits of direct mail. Direct mail is really, really good because it can amplify your online and offline ads. Now, if you're running online ads, let's say you're doing Google or you're doing Facebook or something like that, you can take advantage of your direct mail and amplify the effect as a result of the campaigns that you're already running online. Here's an example from a former client of ours. And Dunsdale Dental, what they did is we created a postcard for them, and we added a little play button there on the picture. Now, what that did is it piqued a little bit of curiosity. So the person receiving the postcard said, hey, that's interesting, because clearly you're not going to click on it. But it forced them to think about, well, what is it that the video is about? And if you look at the bottom corner of that postcard, you'll see it says learn more at, and then there's a URL there. And we found that a number of people, we ran 15,000 postcards for this client, and we found that quite a few people came to this link and wanted to learn more about that. This also helped us determine the effectiveness of this campaign, which is something that is really hard to do with print, but if you link it and you can combine it with your online efforts, you can really get a good understanding of how well is that campaign working for you. The other thing, as I mentioned before, is paid ads. Now, social media is one of those things. If you're running a social media campaign by itself, that's great. But if you think about, look at the picture there, you see somebody swiping. The amount of time that somebody will spend on a post or a story is in the low seconds, maybe 1 second, maybe 2 or 3 seconds, but certainly not more than that. Now, if they were to receive a postcard in the mail from you, and then they see you on social media, and then they see you on the web, and then perhaps they see you, in their game or something like that, then that really helps reinforce what it is that your message that you're trying to send out. Email is a really interesting way to keep in touch with people. First of all, it's virtually free. Once you collect their email address using your campaigns, your marketing campaigns, you can send them emails. Of course, with permission, you can send them emails without having to pay extra. Now, many businesses, what they will do is that they will offer something in their postcards, and in order to redeem it, you would have to go to the link that's provided in that postcard, sign up with an email address, and then you get that free offer. It could be free appetizers at a restaurant. It could be your first order for 10% off groceries or something like that. And so with this, you can really work on capturing email addresses through your print campaign. When it comes to brand recognition, there's nothing better than being seen on Google at the very top. With print advertising, your brand identity, your brand logo, your colors are what they're going to see and they're going to feel in their hands. Now, when they see your ads online and they do a Google search and they see, the reviews, the great reviews that your business is getting, that just helps with reinforcing the brand identity and brand recognition. So there's a number of ways that you can stay within a budget. One is the amazing Canada Post offer, and that's available up until the end of August. And so if you're watching this after August, unfortunately it won't be available to you. But the Canada Post offer is really great because it gives you free shipping, free postage on 6,000 postcards. The other is partnering with businesses near you. So if you're in a strip mall, for example, the whole strip mall could get together and come up with a flyer or a postcard, and everybody gets to pitch in a little bit of the funds towards that campaign, plus they get some of the visibility. And the other is collaborating with complementary businesses. So for example, if you run a organic grocery store and there's a nutritionist that works maybe in the same building or nearby, the two could promote each other. You could say, come in to the grocery store and we're going to be running cooking classes. Now, here's a little bit of a bonus I just wanted to throw in here, is that some people are not really sure what to put on their postcard. How do you keep it succinct? How do you keep it short and sweet without overwhelming the recipient of this postcard? And this is a strategy that we use all the time for our clients in creating a simple tagline. It goes something like this: we help X with Y, so that's Z. So for example, if you are a restaurant, you could say, we help busy moms with dinner time so that they can spend more time with the family. And then the picture would reinforce how they help. Maybe it's meals that are pre-portioned and ready to cook, or maybe they're just completely ready to go and you just have to serve it on the table. Let's say you're a pharmacy. Your tagline could be something like, we help seniors with prescription delivery so they can stay safe in their homes. With COVID right now, a lot of seniors don't want to leave their homes. And this would be a huge bonus if I got something in the mail and let's say I had a parent that was aging and they just didn't want to leave the house, but they were worried that they wouldn't have access to their prescription. So a pharmacy could really take advantage of this. Now, I hope this has been helpful. I'm going to pause here and I'm going to take a second to look at some of the questions that have come in, and we can address some of those questions right now. All right, so some of the questions that we have here are, how long will it take for my postcards to arrive in mailboxes after I submit my order? So the average, I would say, is probably about 5 to 7 business days. Once you submit your order and we review everything, make sure it's all good, it'll be printed within a day or two, prepped and sent to Canada Post, and then Canada Post takes over from there and sends it into the mailbox. The other question we have here is, how will I know if postcards have been mailed? You can sign into your dashboard in your account in WebToMail, and you'll be able to see a status. Plus, you'll also receive email saying that your order is prepped, it's delivered, it's sent, it's completed. The other is, can I use my own designs for postcards? Yeah, that's a great question. Now, you can certainly use your own designs for the postcards. We've even built a system within WebToMail for that. The best way to do this is for you to submit your artwork to us, your postcard front and back, and then we can work with that. If it's in a different size, like 5x7 or 8x10, we can also do that. You'll just have to send that to us as an attachment with all the necessary files. Another question is, can you address the postcards and send it as personalized mail? We can do it, but not through WebToMail. So this is something that you would have to contact us at KTS Advertising directly for, either by phone or email. And I've left some information there on the screen for you to see and for contact info, and we can help you with that. And last question here is, can you charge the postage to my Canada Post account? So if you're going over the 6,000 limit, or if this is after August 2020, then yes, certainly you can do that. You would have to call us and contact us with your Canada Post account number. And that way, then when we run your campaign, it gets charged to your Canada Post account rather than our partner account. Really good questions there. I really appreciate everybody taking the time to write in those questions for us. And this has been, I hope this has been helpful for you. One last thing I just want to offer for everybody watching here today is, if you are confused or if you're just not sure if this is right for you, I encourage you to reach out to us at hello@webtomail.ca. And we'll set you up with a free 15-minute consult with our mailing expert, Colleen. And Colleen can answer any question you have about Canada Post, about print campaigns, about digital. She's the expert at that. So I encourage you to take advantage of that and send us an email at hello@webtomail.ca. Even if this is after August 2020, there's still lots of things that we can do for you, and really appreciate it. So thanks again, everybody, for taking time out of your busy schedule, and I really hope we will hear from you soon. Take care. Bye now.